we'd like to start. Thank you very much for your patience. Thank you very much. May you please take your seats for us to begin. And for our panelists, may you please make your way to Usher so that we can welcome you on the stage accordingly. Thank you. All right. Welcome back, everyone, to Creative Economy Week 2026 here in Harare. As we continue under the theme, Inclusive Growth Through Collaboration, our next session turns its focus of the creative economy, particularly the role of textiles in strengthening local value chains. This panel, Farm to Fashion, the Business of Growing Textiles, brings together leaders from Zimbabwe's cotton, farming, manufacturing, and fashion sectors to explore how we can revive and scale a local to global textile economy. Moderating this very important discussion is Asha Nyambi, who will guide our panel featuring Shadreck Muhoni, Joyce Chimanye, Thandiwe Chingozo. Please join us in welcoming our moderator and the panelists on stage. Please give them a huge round of applause. Thank you.
Good afternoon. So I need to find out if everyone is still attentive. I know we just had lunch. So we're going to do a slow clap and gain momentum. I'm pretty sure if you've ever been to a cricket match, you know this. So we're going to do a slow clap starting now. Yeah. Amazing. And now that you've clapped for me, I can leave stage. Thank you very much. Pleasure to have you here and taking the time to join us here at Creative Economy Week. Such a lovely afternoon, sunny afternoon. Today we'll be discussing From Farm to Fashion, the business of textiles in Zimbabwe. On our panel, we have a very good-looking panel, a very experienced panel, a very knowledgeable panel. We're going to learn about Zimbabwe's manufacturing industry, opportunities for fashion designers, and also we're going to learn about the behind the scenes of what it takes to put all of this together. So I'm going to grab a seat right now and introduce the panel. Perfect. So I'm going to call up on stage a manufacturing executive at David Whitehead, a key leader in the resurgence of Zimbabwe's historic textile milling, Mr. Sajal Agwal. Any specific? I would like to say that this is a very lovely outfit.
From Zimbabwean cotton, made in Zimbabwe, 100%.
From Zimbabwe, made local, support local. We love that. I think I have an event that I'm going to next week, so I'm just going to come and talk to you after this and find out where I can get it. Next up on stage, I would like to call on one of the pioneers of the Zimbabwean fashion space. She is one of the key figures of the Zimbabwean Fashion Council of Zimbabwe, and the pioneer for Zimbabwean fashion and industry standards, NAMA award-winning Joyce Chimanye. I just wanted to share that we're sitting here with a NAMA award-winning champion, titan of industry. If you're a fashion creative, this is the best seat in the house, in the country right now, because we're going to have great discussions from thought leaders in the sector. So next on stage, I'm going to call on a leader in the benchmarking and the advocacy for local value addition in the cotton sector, Mr. Shadreck Muhoni of the Association of Cotton Value Adders of Zimbabwe. It's a pleasure to have you here. I'm really excited. We chatted briefly outside, and what I can guarantee you is today we're going to have some amazing insights. And lastly, I'd like to introduce one of the leaders advocating for Zimbabwean's garments manufacturing sector, working at the Zimbabwe Clothing Manufacturers Association, Thandiwe Chingozo. I think what I also love about this panel is it's balanced in terms of gender. We're going to get incredible insights from both perspectives. So just to break the ice, I would like to hand over the mic to the floor. So I would like you to introduce yourselves in a very, maybe how you'd explain to a 5-year-old the work that you do for additional context. In a very basic manner, what work do you do?
Sorry if I got your question right. You are saying?
So I'd like you to give a background context of the work that you do in a very basic manner that a 5-year-old would understand.
Okay. So maybe I can start from cotton. I'll take a bit of from him. So we all know that Zimbabwe cotton is very famous and very good, and we have all learned that. I have been in Zimbabwe 20 years in the same industry. And my initial 13 years have been into core contract farming of cotton and buying, engineering, and all that. So what David Whitehead as on today does is the value addition to that cotton which is grown locally. So the first process of the cotton after it is harvested is called ginning, where you separate the fiber from the seed. And as a textile manufacturer, as David Whitehead, what we do basically is to convert into yarn like a thread, if you understand it that way easily, convert into a fabric, then it goes through the process of dyeing and printing. So like I explained to you earlier, the attire I'm wearing, this is a 100% Zimbabwean garment as a whole, grown locally, spun locally, woven locally, dyed locally, printed locally, and converted into a garment locally. So I think in brief, I'll keep it brief for now so that everyone can also tell their experience and what they do and how we all put together becomes the industry. And I'll pass it on to Joyce. To Madam Joyce.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, British Council, Swiss Embassy, House of Stone, for this platform for us to share on Zimbabwean cotton and clothing and fashion. My name is Joyce Chimanye. Started fashion in the 90s. Studied in Cape Town, worked for 3 leading garment manufacturers in Harare before relocating to Chegutu, where my husband was working, and then I started my own business there. So the reason I started was not because I wanted to be a business person, it's because I didn't have anything to do. So I like creating, but I didn't like the idea of actually running a business because I was not trained to run a business. Been manufacturing since the 90s, corporate wear, supplied other retail chains like Edgar's, Truworths,